Western civilization will die of convenience.
Of course.
The convenience
addiction, I think.
is so seductive. And yeah, I mean, I mean, and I like Jeff Bezos. I mean, I think he's a great guy. I know him a little bit, but you know, it's amazing the way they go after him for this and this and this. But like, I mean, I've done things on it, but I don't see anybody picking up on that story that, like, of all the environmental disasters, the way we shop to, like, you know, buy 6 pair of pants, try them on at home, send back the other boxes, have people riding all over town with your
bags to get there.
Pants.
Yeah, like we're all just kings now. Like, we're my lord, here's your pants that you ordered an hour ago.
The energy that it takes to drive and crate things and then uncrate them and send them back and all this bullshit. It can't be anything less than the biggest environmental problem we have.
My question is, where did all the time we saved go? Like Amazon, Postmates.
That's a great question.
So, okay, so you don't have to drive to CVS and back, which have taken an hour. Okay, so online banking. So you run 10 less errands a week. Where's all that time?
Right.
We're busier than ever.
We could have
Shouldn't we just be like,
all of human.
Shouldn't we be bored out of our mind? 10 extra hours a week? Like,
right. And what did we do? We masturbated and, you know, shopped.
That's it.
And scrolled.
We're addicted to busy.
And
we have too much time on our hands to think. I think that running errands, doing chores, we got to get back to that, because otherwise you're just sitting there with all this extra time going like, I don't know, maybe Trump's a clone, you know, whatever. We have too much time to think. We have too much time on our hands.
Before there was, you know, social media and internet and stuff, they used to ask people in surveys, if you had an extra hour or two a week, what would you do? And everyone, of course, they were lying, half of them or most of them, but at least they tried. And the most common answer was, well, if I had an extra hour, I'd spend it reading. You know, too little time because we're so busy, the kids and the job and there's Little League and this and practice and blah, blah, blah. So I'd love to have and then they got 10 extra hours and they didn't read.
Of course, but also, I don't think any of this actually saves time. Like when I order something on Amazon, I'm like ordering it and then I'm like, when is it coming? And then I'm like, it's not here yet. And then I'm like Postmates takes so much more time than just going to the restaurant. Because I'm like, are they coming? Are they here? I need to give them a code. Like,
I feel like I drew a better card being in the generation I'm in than the one you're in, even though I'll be dead before you.
I don't know about that. I think that I have some bad news for you. I think we're pretty much going to live to like 120 now.
Oh.
Do you see all these like high performers? Oh. I love that you're just smoking weed on your podcast. I mean, the jing's a little off-brand, but you know, all these guys are like, let's live forever. We're going to cold plunge and so I'm like, why would you want to live forever?
I do.
But also, what's the point of living forever if you spend all day in a bucket of ice? Like what kind?
No, of course it couldn't be that. But, you know, Brian Johnson was here. That's his goal. I mean, you know, I have a lot of things. And I liked him a lot, and he has a good sense of humor about what he's doing.
This is where we differ.
Really?
The measuring your erection with your son.
No. There's plenty of things I joke with him about, and I agree. You know, he's a minefield of punchlines.
I mean, don't get me wrong. It is progress that men are shallow now too, or that they're insecure.
No. What I like, it's not about that. It's about health. It's about the fact that this guy is at least putting. I mean, look, he obviously, I always say, don't pity the martyr. They like their job.
Sure,
so he is sacrificing a lot. It would be to me to get up and, fucking go to bed in the 8:30 at night and get up exactly on time and only eat this shitty food. But he gets off on it. Okay. He's a smart guy who's on the absolute tip of the spear trying to find out things that I think are relevant information.
Sure.
So, I mean, I said to him, Brian, you're my new best friend because I'm going to call you.
Because he doesn't have any. You are his best friend if you met one.
No, because like if I have a question about like, you know, is this supplement, and he will have more than anyone.
Yeah.
It has been in his interest to like find out these things. So I just think he's a guy who's, you know, getting information. He's like a guy who would go, you know, to explore the depths of the ocean, not like that billionaire who took the Wienermobile down to the Titanic. Do you remember that?
The Easy Bake Oven?
No, there was this billion.
Yeah, what was it called? The Sequest. There was operated by a remote from Best Buy that was for a Nintendo game.
Is that really the name of
truly.
it? Sequest?
I'm so obsessed with the Sequest. I'm so obsessed with rich people Darwinism, dying from skiing and orcas hitting yachts. Like being a gold digger right now is the scariest vocation there is because you're like, oh, is an orca gonna get me at Lauren Sanchez's bubble party? This guy that went down on the Sequest, the fact that he could buy out the Sphere to watch a 3D of Titanic footage, like James Cameron
He did
made.
that?
No, he could have.
Oh, he could
Or,
have.
by the
Yeah,
way,
right.
The people,
I see,
no
yeah.
one, see, this is the thing.
Instead of going.
This means no
Yeah.
one, you have no friends and you are a bad person because no one in your life was like, guys, this is too dangerous. We got to just like set up. The guy that made it, this is why I think fake is good sometimes. They could have just put him in a thing, gone like 100 feet down, and had them be screens. He wouldn't have known the difference. Like, why didn't he just, the Sequest should have been a fake scam business. That would have been way smarter than really going down there to see the trash. But like these billionaires that die, like private plane crashes, stuff like that. It's interesting, but it's like when you have everything in the world and you're just not enough. It's like Elon Musk going like, I have everything in the world, now I gotta.
I always say that. Like, the biggest, dumbest thing you can do is have 99% and obsess on the 1%. And my example is always the genius character lead in Succession. What's his name? I'm too stoned to remember.
Jeremy.
No. Logan.
About Logan. Oh, amazing.
You know, what's his name? Scottish.
I don't remember, but I love him.
He's so
Brilliant.
iconic. But forgive me, it's the pot. But anyway, the character, you
no
know,
excuse.
he's always, you know, he's a billionaire, and he's always like, how long are we going to be circling
Yep.
before we land this private plane? And like, I know people like that who have almost everything.
Yep.
And they just, like, they must want it, like they're happy when they're unhappy. Yes. Then there's a word for them, New Yorkers.
But also,
good night, everybody.
They need their outsides to match their insides because you don't become that successful because you like love yourself and you can be alone with your inner monologue. You know, you have some kind. You know what I mean? It's like when a billionaire has to be alone and the plane's not landing. They're like, oh no, I can hear my own thoughts. Land the plane. Like, I think when someone gets a lot of money, what I've seen is like money's not enough. Then they want power. You know, it's like I have a lot of money now. Elon Musk going in.
First you'll get the power, then you'll get the money, then you'll get the women.
And then it was funny to watch Elon Musk go in there, and you're like, I am so for someone coming in and cutting out waste.
Me too.
And getting rid of the jobs that don't need to be there. The only person who shouldn't is the person who's replacing jobs with robots. If there's no jobs, why are you replacing them with robots? You know what I mean? The guy who wants to replace all jobs with robots is not how convenient.